Welcome everybody to the spring market update. It is mid-April. We are back to business here in Central Oregon. We're starting with the S&P 500 chart over the last 6 months. You can see that we have kind of bottomed in early April, and then we're seeing that on the recovery from the war uncertainty, the war premium. It's kind of fallen out, and then people are back to business here in the stock market. Here's the crude oil market. This is kind of a fear gauge on the war. You see it peaked in early April, and then subsided quite a bit. So expect to see a little bit of less inflation fears, which is what was keeping interest rates a little higher. Mortgage rate chart, this really accurately, this is a 1-year chart. So this shows, there's the fear premium kicked in early in the springtime early here. It's kind of coming back out of the mortgage rate market as well. So we're at 6.25 for the interest rate, whereas last year this time we were right around 7. So it's definitely a more better market for people to be a buyer in 2026. MLS data, we got 569 total listings. These are ramping up like we always see in spring. Just under half of those homes have changed their price, and 5.3 is the average price change. Getting into the closed homes for last month of March, 150 closings. This is huge for March. 18 days on market. This is a big change. We'll dive deeper into these charts ahead. Here's the days on market. You can see it fell off a cliff. It looks like people are kind of starting their engines for this new spring market we have going here. 18 days is similar. It's actually faster than any month we had last year, so that kind of tells you the temperature difference. It's a little hotter this year already, and it's still early in the season. So expect, potentially like a 2023 year or a 2024 year, even as far as the days on market goes. Number of sales, look at how this is ramping up. We do see this kind of come into the spring here. Everybody is excited to be out and about, especially buyers right now. There's a lot of people that have been on the fence. We've been waiting for many years to transact, and now this spring we're seeing a lot of activity. Price point is, a little bit lower price homes are selling. It represents a value down here in the 688 under 700 number. But a better metric we like is the median sale price per square foot, because this takes out of the equation all those multi-million-dollar homes that sell and skew the median price home. So you can see median price per square foot, it's starting to trend up a little bit. And we do see this happen in the spring where the price per square foot goes up. So we'll see how if it continues to go higher this spring. Sale price, list price ratios is always interesting to see. Now, we took all the homes that closed in the last 3 months and we broke them down. So the ones that sold in the first 30 days, that was 45% of the homes. Almost half of the homes are selling in the first month. They are getting a little over 99% of their original asking price. So this is the camp every seller wants to find themselves in, is someone who's going pen in the first month. If you linger longer, you take a discount. It's 4%, there's a 6%, 10% discount if you take over 3 months to get your home sold, and then over 10 once you're in the 120-day plus category. What this chart doesn't show us is the people that cancel. Probably 25% of the home sellers last year of 2025 tried. They reduced their price, didn't sell, they canceled. So it's really a tale of two markets. Sellers are wanting to get in this. It's possible to be in this camp. You just have to be strategic with your real estate advisor to make sure you land in this camp. Bottom line, we got a green light for 2026. It really does feel like a return to the marketplace for a lot of people. We're seeing higher transactions, more of them happening. We're seeing multiple offers come back. I haven't seen that in a while. We've got the stocks on the highs. Mortgages are back on their lows, the 3-year lows. So it really feels like a spring market in full effect with the war subsiding. And it is important to know the different nuance, whether you're talking about a home that's in that first month category, or are you talking about something in the different types of homes, different neighborhoods, different days on market count. It all has its own nuance. So make sure that you're working with one of the 30% agents who closed one or more deals last year. It's important. Who you work with matters. If you or anyone you know is having any issues you want to consult on or goals you have for the year, myself or anybody on the Relo team will be happy to help.